You call yourself a man? You know you're a lying, low-life, motherfucking gambling degenerate prick. You know that's what you are?
Well, hello, you degenerate fucks. Welcome to the Degenerate Gambler. It is Friday, the 23rd of December. I'm a bit late this week getting the podcast up. Uh, Partly because obviously busy with Christmas getting sorted, but also I haven't done any bets. I haven't picked any bets. So normally I obviously give my bets for the weekend, but with the games not being till Monday, I don't know exactly what the weather's going to be like. I'm just a bit hesitant that I could probably pick something and games be off. I know there hasn't been much snow, but the temperatures are due to drop. And with the games, I say being Monday, well, most of the games anyway, it just makes me hesitant. So I'll probably pick the bets that morning, Boxing Day morning, and I'll put them out early. I will have a few bets between now and then. So yeah, today's Friday. There's some football tonight. I'm recording this sort of 4 o'clock. I will post a bet tonight. I think there's a wee bit of football tomorrow. Some Scottish football. I'll probably do a small bet. And Christmas Day, my annual Christmas Day bet that I usually do, which will be, Turkey slags Egypt. A lot of the Muslim countries obviously don't celebrate Christmas, so they usually have games. It gives you something to do on Christmas morning. So I'll post that. I'll get into the rest of my bets that I'll be doing, but I'll just quickly look over last week. So last week's main bet was a quad because there was one called off. West Brom won, it was early payout. Leighton Orient won, early payout. Plymouth won, early payout. And then Portsmouth, the Wankers, were beat 2-0 at home by MK Dons. So that's what beat that. The overs bet wasn't great. Edinburgh Montrose was over. Queen's Park and Keelty was over. Barnsley Burton was one each. QPR Preston was 1-0 and it had one postponed. So not great. I did do the stats because I thought there was more games on than what there was. It turned out there was only 19 games in England last week. So I'll give you them quickly. So in the championship there was 9 games, 3 favourites, 3 draws, 3 outsiders. Pretty typical for the championship. Anything goes. League One there was 8 games, 4 favourites, 1 draw, 3 outsiders. And in League Two there was only 2 games, 1 favourite, 1 outsider. In total that was 8 favourites, 4 draws, 7 outsiders from 19 games, which is only 42%. But again, not a big enough sample size there to give you a decent sort of number. In the overs, Championship 4 over, 5 not. League One 3 over, 5 not. League Two both games were not over. Altogether that was 7 over, 12 under, only 36%. But again, the sample size is only 19. Uh, Last Sunday was obviously the World Cup final. I also did a small over 1.5 bet that day just before it. I think only two let it down. But the World Cup bet I did £10 bet builder. Uh, because the match was a draw, it was technically beaten. Everything else was up. But I don't know if any of us had this over the World Cup, but the thing that beat it was France to obviously win. If they had won the game, if they had won the shootout, it would have paid me out in free bets. So I would have got £185 in free bets. I also had a mate who was waiting on Tuchel to get booked. I think that's who it was. And he had about 5 fouls, even in extra time. And his was paying like 230. And if he had got booked, they would have paid that out because a friend of mine, another different friend, had a tenner on 3 people to get booked. 2 were booked in the 90, and then the third one was booked in extra time, and he got, I think it was 280 quid worth of free bets. So that was a good thing they were doing the World Cup, but honestly, anyway, it didn't work out, so it wasn't to be. Now, my bet syndicate that actually did quite well. I've talked about bet syndicates before, but being a good way to save money for the end of the season. It's fun, group chat, all that sort of stuff. We actually had a tenner on the finalists being Argentina and France, so that got us 200. Another guy had 20 on Argentina to win it, so that paid 140. And then on the we actually had a bet up during the tournament. It was 160. So we actually done well. And then on the final, we had a guy, 'cause we all did a fiver bet builder in the final. And one of the guys did 2-2. So he did, as we call it, a Desmond. So we had a Desmond 2-2. And it was only just it was a fiver, and I got 85 quid. But I think in total it was 535 or 585 in profit we got, or in winnings we got during the World Cup. So pretty good. So my World Cup, I had a couple of bets. It wasn't great, but you know, the syndicate at least did well. So, as I say, I have no bets picked. This will be a short episode. It'll be finished here in a minute. Because I'm just worried about the thing. But what I will be doing, I'll give you the thing. So on Boxing Day, obviously all the games are on Amazon Prime. So I'll obviously be doing two bets, which I'll post early. But then I'll probably do a bet builder in all of the TV games. Well, let's say that. So I'll do a bet. The first game is 12:30, which is Brentford Spurs. I'll have a bet builder in that. Then there's 3 p.m. games, a load of them. Obviously they're all on, but you can only watch one. So the one that I quite like the look of is Leicester Newcastle. I think that'll be a good game. I'll probably do a bet builder in that. Then Villa Liverpool is 5:30. I'll be doing a bet builder in that. And then the last one is Arsenal West Ham, 8 bells. So I'll be doing a bet builder in that. So that's 20 quid, probably a bet builders on the day alone, plus probably a tenner main bet and a fiver overs bet. So that's a pretty big investment for one day, but I mean, it's Boxing Day, it's the best day of sport of the year. Um, so that is Monday. Then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's some games, 4, 5, some night, 8 or 9, 10 the next night. I think Thursday's a good night, so probably have some small bets on those. Then you go into Saturday, there's 6 Premier League games I think on, but then not much else. And then Sunday and Monday, there's a pretty big fixture list again. So, I mean, it's a football extravaganza. There's games on everywhere. La Liga's back, Serie A is back. So, it's going to be a good sort of week or two, 10 days, whatever you want to call it, for betting. And I will be partaking in as much as possible. But yeah, that's basically it. As I say, it's a short episode, just sort of looking at last week and looking ahead to what I'll be doing this week. So yeah, it just leaves me to say, first of all, Merry Christmas. And if you are doing a bet over the Christmas period, good luck and happy punting.
Here, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, thanks. Let me find out you fucked up. I'll leave you wherever I find you.